The Buffalo Bills take care of business, handle the Baltimore Ravens 27-25. Next up, AFC Championship against the Chiefs. It's revenge time. Welcome to Buffalo Against the World.
This is Buffalo Against the World Sports Talk with Kulu and
Cousin Brad.
Bills Mafia. It's our time.
Act like you know, baby.
Act like you know.
High, big BSF, man. Buffalo versus the world, man. It takes on anybody. Buffalo against the world, man. Buffalo against the world. I know what's going on, man. We out here. We outside. We outside.
Buffalo against the world.
The mafia, the fan base that adopt you. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other day, we're robbing you. Heaven sent, we're Hamlin when we spoke to God and said thanks, though. Having cool years real dope, but I really miss the fan base, though.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Buffalo Against the World. And it is a Victory Monday for the Buffalo Bills, pulling off a big win, perhaps the biggest win of the NFL 2024 season for the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills pulled it off. They pulled off the win 27-25. Buffalo Bills held it down. Cuz O'Brad, I swear they listened to the show, how they game plan for that game. But before we get into this, man, we got to make sure we send a big shout out to Stevie Johnson in the Buffalo Against the World song featuring yours truly, as well as Cuz O'Brad as Mr. Uno. So make sure y'all go to Spotify, download that for y'all tailgate. And man, put that in y'all tailgate package right there. The Buffalo Against the World song. Put it in there ASAP. Put it in all your Bills tunes. Go ahead and get that. Man.
Shout out to SJ1 Trey too. But shout out to SJ1 Trey.
Shout out to SJ, man. Big our Buffalo Against the World brand ambassador. Man. Yo. So shout out to him, man. Yo, listen, man, we have a lot to talk about, but before we go into that, we do this every week, Cuz O'Brad. So we got to do it just for the fans. What's happening around the league? Not much. We down to the final four.
Oh man. Oh, I got so excited I forgot to go around the league, but it's okay. I always take y'all around the league. Always take y'all, on a tour of what happened, this weekend in the NFL, which I will do right now. We are starting off with Saturday's games. Saturday's games were weird. It was a really weird Saturday. Really weird Saturday. But anyway, let's go to the games. Saturday, it was the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And wow. Just wow. I mean, the NFL just doesn't even care anymore. They're just blatant with it. They're just blatant with it at this point. I mean, they're just pretty much blatant with it at this point. But the Chiefs, how do I say this? The Chiefs prevail to the AFC Championship game with a final score of 23-14 over the Houston Oilers. There's some for legal purposes. There's some stuff that happened in the game. You can just Google and stuff will come up. We're not going to speculate. We're not going to accuse or speculate. Just certain individuals that are on the field that are not football players, that might, determine the outcome of the game. Whatever. But we're not, again, we're not here to speculate. But, you can Google it and stuff will come up. Let's go with that. Also, oh, man. This game had me by surprise. The Motor City Kitties, America's sweetheart. Everyone was counting on them. It was such a good story. They're fighting back. They're biting off kneecaps. They're doing everything they can. Dan Campbell cries in post-game interviews. Washington Command football skins, whatever you want to call them. Jaden Daniels did some straight-up Disney Scar stuff on Pride Rock and really looked Dan Campbell in the eyes and said, "Long live the king," and straight up threw him off into a herd of Commanders as they beat the Motor City Kitties 45-21. Gotta feel bad for Detroit, but hey, man, it's playoff football, and Jaden Daniels is straight up in the zone doing his job, did exactly what he was supposed to do. I don't know what the heck happened to the Lions. They just fell apart on Saturday night.
Well, before we move along, the Lions, they just got a very bad injury bug on that defense.
Yeah.
Their defense is just completely depleted.
But it wasn't the defense. It wasn't the defense. Notice I have the turnover chain on. Jared Goff threw 4 interceptions. Hey, man, you can't win, as we're going to get to later in the playoffs, if you turn the ball over. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, Saquon Barkley just ran off against the LA Rams. Shout out to LA. Shout out to everybody in LA. We're praying for your thoughts and prayers for everybody in LA. Obviously, we know the devastation that happened, but unfortunately, your team did lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, 28-22. Put up a good fight. Sorry, LA, you're going home. And yesterday night, me and you and our crew were all in Buffalo Wild Wings yesterday. We were all loud. We were all proud. Everything was going on. My son got the turnover chain, the 2-minute turnover chain. There he is. As you see right there on the left side of the screen, we see our friend Swayze in the Ravens hat, and we put them to sleep. We put them to sleep last night. Night Ravens, as the Bills beat the Baltimore Ravens 25-27.
Big shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings, man. We had the best seats in the house, man. We had the best seats in the house. They showed Buffalo love, Buffalo against the world, and built in Buffalo a lot of love yesterday. So big shout out to them, for showing us some love, man. Man, definitely. They had a great time, man.
They gave my son the turnover chain. Are we gonna bring? Oh, we got to play. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. Anyway, the playoffs are set. Final Four is here. It is the Final Four. Best in the AFC, best in the NFC. Here we go. Final Four countdown. We got the Washington football Command Skins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. That game will be at, I believe, 3. Was it 3 o'clock? Is it 3 o'clock Saturday? Sunday?
I believe so, yeah.
3 o'clock Sunday. And the AFC, as the Buffalo Bills survive another week and play this demon, this virus that Roger Goodell sicked on the NFL, in red and white and yellow. This Kansas City Chiefs just make me sick. But it's all right. We got one more demon we got to slay. And now, Kansas City, it ain't no more fun because now the rabbit got the gun. Now we're hunting you. We're hunting you this time. We get it. You've been hunting everybody. You've been taking everybody out. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. In this case, a buffalo has the gun. We coming for you now. Now we're coming for you.
This is real. Everything is coming full circle. This is not the first time the Bills have played the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship. They did it in the very first year the Super Bowl was instated. And they lost that game. Buffalo lost that game. We had that AFC Championship that we know about with the Stephon Diggs looking back, not winning that one. And then the one going back to the 90s, the Jim Kelly versus the Joe Montana, which Buffalo was victorious. So Buffalo's only won one of these AFC Championship games where they have faced the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's going to be real interesting to see these two quarterbacks face off. But before we get into that, we got a lot about last night to talk about, what we liked, what we didn't like. Ultimately, the Bills pulled off the victory. And, hey, Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. Great game. I want to start off with some statistics here. Let's start with the Ravens side. Lamar Jackson was 18 of 25, 250 yards. 454, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Derrick Henry was 16 for 84, which he did most of that in the second half. Justice Hill was 6 for 50. Lamar Jackson was 6 for 39, which is absolutely great. Receiving end, Isaiah Likely had 4 for 73 and a touchdown. Rashad Bateman had 4 for 66 and a touchdown. Mark Andrews, we got to send Mark Andrews some Buffalo wings. 5 for 61. Man, we'll just stop there. No sacks. There was a half a sack on Josh Allen, but that's as far as it goes. So no full sacks for them. On the Buffalo side, Josh Allen, like very humble numbers, 16 for 22, 127, 0 touchdowns, no interceptions, did not turn the ball over, which I love. On the rushing side, he had 10 for 20, 2 touchdowns, which I love. James Cook, 17 for 67. Ty Johnson, 5 for 31. And Ray Davis, 4 for 29. On the receiving end, Khalil Shakir leads the team again, 6 for 67. James Cook, 3 for 15. Matt Collins, 1 for 12. Dalton Kincaid, 1 for 11. Curtis Samuel, 2 for 9. So, and there were 2 sacks on Lamar Jackson, 1 from DeMar Hamlin, 1 from Gregory Rousseau, interception, and 3 turnovers total.
You see it.
So,
The turnover
awesome
chain.
game.
The
Awesome
turnover
game.
chain is in effect, baby. You've seen it
Awesome.
happen.
You know, that touchdown, we had opportunity to score a touchdown. It was an absolute ridiculous call by the refs saying Dion Dawkins was holding. It was just, it was a terrible call.
It is what it is.
Ultimately, we prevailed. Let's start with the offense, Cuzzo. Offensively, I'm going to pass the mic to you. What was your likes and dislikes?
Oh, man. First of all, my likes were the offensive line. I'm going to start with the offensive line, number one. The offensive line absolutely bulldozed the defensive line of the Baltimore Ravens. Josh was a little humble. It is what it is. He was efficient. He didn't turn the ball over. That's the first punt. Didn't turn the ball over at all. Very efficient. When we needed him, he was there. Loved everything about, the running game. Everybody ate. Matt Collins had a catch. Mac had a catch, right? He had a catch.
And the first catch of the game, yeah.
Yeah, Mac had a catch. They threw to Keon Coleman. It was a pass interference. That happens. I loved Tyler Bass. He didn't miss it all. Shout out to you, my guy. I'll give you a shout out. Shout out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Defense. Oh,
wait, we're not there yet. We're not on the
there.
defense.
It's offense. I'm sorry.
Just offense.
Just offense. Okay. I think everybody played their hearts out on offense, but the offensive line got to get the most credit. Josh Allen did his thing, very efficient. Offensive line, everybody on the offensive line did exactly what they were supposed to do, kept Josh clean. Loved the way that Ray Davis ran the ball. Loved the way that James Cook ran the ball. Loved the way our receivers blocked on the outside. Did not like the screen passes. It is what it is. I mean, it didn't get much yardage, but very efficient. Very efficient on the offensive side of the ball. Your turn.
Yeah, I really, same thing. Offensive line pushed the pile. They were physical. Dion Dawkins came on that one first down that Josh Allen ran in between the tackles. Dion Dawkins led and just blasted one of them. So they played physical. They played very physical on the offensive side of the ball. Would like to see some better design runs in between the tackles. Because that was, to me, the Ravens' weakness. They were stout at covering the ends. They really protected the ends very well from James Cook trying to bounce it to the outside. They didn't let that happen in the second half at all. So, if there was anything I particularly didn't like, I think we took exactly what the defense was giving us. They were playing that cover two. They were taking away the deep ball. They wasn't going to let Josh go over the top. Josh took what he could, so he didn't really have to have those crazy numbers that we know he can have. It was a really strong total offense win, but you got it right on the head. Like, the offensive line won the game offensively for the Buffalo Bills. They did everything. They were the workhorse of this. So, got to give a big shout out to them. Would like to see Amari Cooper do a little bit more. Get more into the offense, so that'd be something I dislike. I wasn't really a fan of that third down play. That I think we could have been a little bit more creative with Josh instead of just trying on that read option. I think we could have been a little bit creative to give him more wiggle room. I know sometimes he's just the type of guy that just, like, you say hike, he just say go, and he just runs for it. But would like to see him try to scramble out, get a possible pass. If the pass ain't there, go ahead and run for it. But other than that, I think it was a great offensive game plan to match their physicality.
Yes, and I want to give a huge shout out because Josh learns from his mistakes. He learns from his mistakes. A couple years back, We played the Texans in Houston, and he tried to throw remember he tried to throw the backwards pass to Dawson Knox to try to get more yards. He thought about doing that again in that late in the game. He thought about it. Like James Cook was behind him. He thought about pitching it, learned of his mistake, said, no, I'll just eat it right here, just fall to the ground. Shout out to you, Josh. You learn from your mistakes. Shout out to you. That is growth. Shout out for our quarterback for learning from his mistakes. Shout out to you. I feel like, Josh Allen would have did it anyway.
Yeah, and you got to love that for your quarterback because he wants to win so bad that sometimes he'll make a bad decision. And he didn't do that. He did not do that. We saw it in his eyes that he was like, yo. He was trying to give that signal to James Cook, like, yo, I'm about to hit it to you. And, he kept his composure. He realized where he was. He realized where the defender was. And it's like, I'm not doing this. I got to go back here.
That's growth.
So very smart decision. Very smart decision for Sean McDermott as well. There's a lot of pressure in the stadium, telling him to go for it and go for the throat. But again, now you think about this now, the Bills were up 24-19 at that time. And if McDermott doesn't kick that field goal, then the Ravens come down and score, they're winning the game.
But
so it was
scored.
We might have, but if we didn't. But if we did it is the real key. So I think he made the right decision by taking 3 points, trusting Bass, and, sealing the deal for the Buffalo Bills. Because either way, they would have still needed 2 scores to beat us. So, as long as we stopped them from getting that 2-point conversion.
I'm not gonna, bro, you was right there. Yeah. We're watching the game together. I did not agree with that. I was like, yo, go for it. Do not put Bass on the field. Don't put him on the field. And you watch me. I was sitting there watching. I did not agree with it. Hey, it worked out. Shout out to you, Tyler Bass, but I was not for that at all. I'm like, yo, close the casket. That's what I kept saying. Yo, close the casket.
You did keep saying that.
But
like, you were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong.
I was wrong. But we could have went for it and we could have got it. You never know. We could have went for it. We could have got it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I need as close to guarantees as we could get. Let's go over to the defensive side of the ball because the first half, the defense really came to play football. And holding Henry to only 21 yards in the first half was the biggest part of it. And as we said on this show, Cuzzo Brad, last week, Buffalo needs to sell out to stop Henry. They didn't do it for the whole game, but they did do it. They were able to contain him in the first half. And I said this specifically last week. Bills fans, Buffalo Against the World fans, go listen to the show from last week, and you will hear Kulu saying, stop him in the first half. You're not going to stop him the whole game. Stop him in the first half. You're going to make them change their game plan. And that's exactly what they did. And the next thing they did was a turnover. So forcing turnovers was big. Even though the offense only got 3 points out of 3 turnovers, which I'm not very happy about. That's something that was a dislike for me. Also on the offensive side, only 3 points of 3 turnovers. Got to get better at that. But defense came to play. It took everybody on that defensive line to stop this man. Every man and every safety, they said, as soon as that man touches the ball, all hats on him. And that was inspiring, knowing that nobody really physically can tackle that man.
Yeah.
They said, gang, we here. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they handled business. Their secondary was pretty good in the first half as well. First half was pretty good for the Buffalo Bills. Second half, they got a little lax. So my dislike would have to be
third quarter. Third quarter was all Ravens.
Yeah, third quarter, it was a disappointment for our defense. But again, they give themselves a lot of wiggle room with that first half performance. So I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, man. If for all those people who said, well, just because they didn't have those guys doesn't think they're going to win. Just because they didn't have Milano, Bernard, and Johnson doesn't mean they were going to win if they were there. Well, I mean, let's just look at the numbers and look at the tape. Hey man, first half was ours. First half was ours. We controlled everything in the first half. They started out in the 4-3. Derrick Henry dropped the ball. Lamar, they had a nice touchdown. They gave us a good shot. Nice touchdown in the first half. Couldn't really do much after that. Contained them. Overall, like you said, 21 yards in the first half. Everybody had a hat on Henry. We knew exactly what they were going to do. They weren't disguising it. They weren't trying to not tell us or, try to do something else. They said, hey, we're going to run the ball. It didn't work. They had to adjust it. Came out in the second half, did something different. But Milano knocking the ball down on that 2-point conversion, very important. That 2-point conversion, they did not convert. He knocked the ball down. So that was how it's important being in this game. Terrell Bernard, you talk about MVP of the defense. This dude was everywhere. Yesterday, making plays in the backfield, causing disruption, hit the peanut punch from Mark Andrews. Man, it must not be good to be Mark Andrews today. But anyway, oh man, no. Oh,
yeah, we owe him some. We owe him some Imperial pizza, some Picasso's pizza, as well as some buffalo chicken wings. Thank you so much, Andrew.
The disappointment.
Andrews. Thank you so much. And it's so crazy. This guy does not. He doesn't drop anything. He doesn't drop anything. But cuz this is what we said last week. Think about this. They were practicing with fans on. Yeah. They took a ceiling fans, and turned it on in their stadium, and gonna compare that to Buffalo weather. I mean, they clearly wasn't ready. When I saw Lamar Jackson come out there with no gloves on, he doesn't understand Buffalo weather, especially Buffalo evening winter weather. It's completely brick. The rock is solid rock. If you don't have the right equipment or you not focused, you're going to drop passes. You're going to fumble passes because your hands are going to be froze. So again, they weren't prepared.
It comes down to preparation. Baltimore is not a warm weather client. It is just as cold there as it is here. Baltimore practiced outside one day last week. The rest of the week, they practiced all indoors. Like you said, they only went outside once, and it showed. Mm-hmm. They were not prepared for cold weather elements. The Bills practiced outside, I think, 3 times this week. Khalil Shakir were catching punts from the jug machine. It was a bunch of snow on the ground. You couldn't even get his footing. They were prepared. They were better prepared for the cold weather games. Those elements are real.
It was frigid cold. Frigid cold.
Extremely cold.
I don't know what they were thinking, but they was not prepared to battle in Buffalo, and it showed. I mean, you look at the fumble from Lamar Jackson, you look at the overthrow, you look at the drop by Andrews, you look at the fumble by Andrews, you look at all these mishaps that they had out there. A lot of it is based on the weather. A lot of it was based on the weather conditions because Andrews is a great tight end. He makes those catches, very reliable.
Top tight end in the league.
At the end of the day, that Buffalo weather affected this game.
Yeah, so, Derrick Henry had an easy touchdown in the first quarter. Easy, pretty much a walk-in touchdown. Dropped it. That ball is hard as a brick, bro. It is hard to catch the ball. And he didn't catch it. It fell right out of his hands. Third and 11? It was third and 11. Easy play for Mark Andrews to make. Easy play for him to make. Catch it right in the breadbasket. Dropped it. The elements are real, man. The elements are not a joke. And it showed. It showed yesterday. You come to Buffalo in January, it is not an easy place to play.
You know what I didn't like, Cuzzo Brad, as another dislike is analysts still trying to doubt Buffalo and still suggesting that the Ravens were the better football team. The better football team prepares the best, and the better football team understands the surrounding of what they're playing in. So no, they were not the better football team. The better football team won. We outcoached them. We matched their physicality throughout the game, and we caused turnovers, something that our quarterback did not do. So don't come to me and try to tell me that they were the better team. No way, no how.
You know what? Let's just bring that into the hater of the week. Let's just skip it. Let's go to the segment. Let's do it now. Let's just do it seriously. Because that leads right into Hater of the Week. So we might as well just do it right now. So go ahead, boys in the truck, get the clip up ready. We're doing the Hater of the Week right now.
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me.
Keep the hate coming. Keep the hate coming. Buffalo Against the World show.
Turn me up some more so my haters can hear.
All right, we wouldn't be Buffalo Against the World if we didn't have haters. And as you know, Cuzzle Brad, this is your time to tell us who is our hater of the week.
You know what? It was easily going to be Jerry Coleman. Oh, I wish his name was Gary. That would make this funner. But anyway, his name is Jerry Coleman. It was easily going to be him because he called us the city of losers. And we just had to sit there and eat that and act like we didn't hear that he said that and just going to go, okay, whatever. It was easily going to be him. But like you just said in the preview, like you just said the dislike you had, I'm sitting in this chair all day, hearing nothing but the media so sad that the Ravens lost yesterday. Everybody who picked the Ravens to win, oh man, I feel so bad because I want Lamar to get the stigma off his back, and the Ravens were the better team, and they beat themselves. The Bills didn't win, the Ravens just lost, and the Ravens came out, they were ready to play, and completely forgetting the fact that play. Can we put the picture up? That play in the end zone. Can we bring that picture up real quick?
Yeah.
Newsflash, America and rest of the world. This play would have tied the game. This wasn't a game-winning play. This would have tied the game if he would have caught it. He didn't catch it. It's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It would have tied the game. We still had about 1:33 left. And as Bills fans, we know how much time you can waste on the clock to give the opportunity to win. We could have easily just drove down the field, kicked the game-winning field goal. Don't know if I would have did that, but whatever. But the media just crucified the Bills all day today like we weren't on the field too. Like Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and Mark Andrews and the entire Ravens organization just went out there and just beat themselves. No, they got beat. They got beat.
Exactly.
Like it's really simple. It's really simple. The Bills made plays. The Ravens made mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
There is no excuse. There is no excuse. This is playoff football. This is big boy ball. This ain't, oh yeah, this is a regular season. We just blowing everybody out by running all over them. Lamar MVP and all this other stuff. This is playoff football. Nobody had any sympathy for us. 13 seconds. Music City Miracle. Bass last year. Norwood. No one has sympathy for us. But as soon as the team that you don't want to win, well, like I said, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And because we made plays and did what we had to do, the Ravens beat themselves. The Bills didn't win. No, we beat the Ravens yesterday.
Shout out to Joey Hatcher for putting this up there. That McDermott said this is the city of winners, not the city of losers. And that Jerry Collins, the Bills Mafia donated to his, I believe it was his grandmother, with Alzheimer's, if I'm not mistaken. So, like for you to say that, in Buffalo still show your family love, you better watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. And we still show that we the city of good neighbors. We still did it after he said that. So come on, man. That's the type of city that you was talking about. So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
City of losers. Should I go to? Can I go to his level for like 30 seconds, real quick?
Okay,
City of losers. Here we go. Remember when Baltimore moved to Indianapolis? There's a documentary about that. Remember that happened? Oh, I forgot about that. Y'all lost y'all football team, and they moved to Indianapolis and became the Indianapolis Colts. Remember that? You had to wait till 1996 to actually come back, and you just took over a Browns team that was built up by Bill Belichick, and you won the Super Bowl 4 years later? Wow. People forget about that like that didn't happen. Remember 4 years ago to this very day how Lamar Jackson's charity Like we donated over $360,000 to his charity because he got hurt against us in the playoffs. Like, bro, the media just crucified the Bills like we didn't just win yesterday. I felt like we lost. You know what? Like 5 seconds, but we won.
Exactly.
Like, so for all the media people out there, for every media show that came on this morning and not showed the Bills love and just pitied the Baltimore Ravens, you're the hater of the week. Turnover chain.
Yep. And shout out to my brother Darnell. Keep conquering the evil with the good. We ain't playing no games, man. That's the truth.
Exactly.
The truth speaking right now. And that's what Buffalo does, man. We are a powerful city. We are a strong city. We're a resilient city. We are the city of winners. You know what I'm saying? We are a city of winners. And our time is coming. Our time is coming sooner than some may think. Exactly. So, yeah, definitely. It's glad we had to address this Jerry Collins cat. Because, again, everybody is, you know, when I came up with the name of this podcast and what it was going to be, the name of the song, Buffalo Against the World, it was really based on how people have always talked about the Buffalo Bills in a bad light. Despite anything we've ever accomplished, people always had something to say. Even people who live in Buffalo always had some stuff to say about our city.
We were a punchline for you.
And you know what? I said, you know what? Okay, here we go. This is what the brand is going to be called. So we're going to go with that. And look where we are now, man, with the Built-In Buffalo platform, keeping it moving forward every week.
You know what's funny? We were talking to your niece there, and we had your nephews there, and we were all talking, and they don't understand how painful the drought was. Like, you know, they were young kids. They don't understand what kind of pain that caused on us. You know, growing up and, you know, going in our teenage years, you know, going through our young adult phase. They don't know how long of a time that is that the Bills were the punching bag for the rest of the NFL. Like this was a long time coming. But because we have class, we have class on Built-In Buffalo and Buffalo Against the World, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and for Jerry Collins and the entire city of Baltimore and, you know, Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews, we're just gonna go ahead and have a moment of silence for their season ending.
That'll lead us to our winner since segment.
It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against.
All right, Cuzzo Brad. You know what, man? We gotta, you know, we've been on the man, but we got to give a shout out to Bass, man. He's been perfect in the postseason so far. Is it a win or sin for Buffalo? You know, because sometimes some people feel the miss is coming. Is it a win or sin that Bass has been perfect? I think it's a win. I think we're boosting his confidence as we're going into this Chiefs game where he's had nightmares after nightmare. But it's an opportunity for him to, you know, I think Buffalo put him in a predicament to, you know, have better kicks. It wasn't really any hard kicks he had to kick yesterday. So I think the total team, we can help our kicker out. And I think we did that last night. And I think we've done that all postseason. So what do you think? Is this a win or a sin for Buffalo?
Why do we have to do this?
We have to, because you were the main one on his heels. So I want to know what you think.
I didn't even want to say anything about if it's good or bad because I don't want to build his confidence up and he just lets us down. You know what? Yeah, okay. The Buffalo Bills are notorious when it comes to field goal kicking, okay? We all know why. We're not going to bring it up. You can just Google stuff and stuff will come up, okay? We're notorious for it. I have been on our kicker this entire season since the preseason. I've been on him. I can't say what I want to say, but I've been on him. Don't miss. Just don't miss. And so far you haven't. So I'm fine.
Okay. Sandra says it's a win. Bass is a win. Byron says it's a win. 61 ever since the 61-yard blast. Okay, shout out to him. Doug says it's also a win, kicking with confidence again. That's a 51-yarder last night. Oh, okay, 51-yarder elements. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, Doug. But yeah, like again, he's playing with confidence, and don't forget weather conditions, affect that tough, that tough hard ball. The ball is hard, froze, and he's booting that thing. He's booting that thing, and he's booting pretty accurately. So perhaps that confidence is back, and we want to see that keep rolling. Cuzzo, I think I think it's important for a player, a quarterback, any player in the league, a running back, for holes to open for them so they can make some plays, for quarterbacks to hit some receivers, to show their progress. And the same thing for kickers. It's important for them to hit long kicks, to hit big kicks in big moments, to see help propel their team to win. It's a boost of confidence for them. And Tyler Bass has done that all playoff long. And, this is going to be the biggest playoff game of his career.
Yeah.
And we need you to continue that streak. So going into this game against Kansas City, he knows what he can do in Buffalo elements. So we need him to see him do the same thing in Kansas City.
Absolutely. And he's answered the call. I've been on his heels. He's answered the bell, and he hasn't missed. He's done his job. I'll say that he's done his job. His job is to make field goals. He has made field goals. Shout out to you, sir. Continue doing your job. Continue doing exactly what you've been doing. Don't change anything. Don't change anything. Whatever you're doing right now, it's working. Don't change it.
Exactly.
I don't know if you're having breakfast. I don't know if you're doing oatmeal. I don't know if you got a certain sock on. Whatever you're doing is working. So don't change anything.
Please don't. Please don't. He's been very, very confident. That'll lead us to our top 5 players in the game.
This is the BA-Dubs top 5 segment. Buffalo, get ready. Getting hot. You got him? Well, let's get him.
All right, Cuzzo Brad, we started off every week. I started off last week. So I'm going to let you set this one off. Top 5 players. Who's your number 5? And if you have a top 5 in the chat, please feel free to drop your top 5 players that affected this game that got the Buffalo Bills to the AFC Championship. Who are you going with as number 5?
Okay, and number 5, it brings us back to our kicker, Tyler Bass. He made the top 5. Top 5, he didn't miss a kick yesterday. Every time we counted on him, every time we said field goal, every time we said extra point, he came in and made the kick. I'm not going to go any further into detail. He's number 5.
Absolutely. My number 4 has got to be Josh Allen. Josh Allen had a great game. Wasn't his best game statistically, but he didn't turn the ball over. He was able, he didn't need all the stats. He just was very efficient. He made the right decisions out there. So I'm going with Josh Allen. Had 2 touchdowns in this game, was very physical from start to end. You can tell that this guy wanted it. So he's got to be my number 4 player.
Okay. All right. My number 4 player is going to be, I'm sorry, number three. My number 3 is going to be Matt Milano. Matt Milano was everywhere yesterday. Did exactly what he was supposed to do. We held Derrick Henry in check. He had 84 yards overall. And people think, oh, well, you didn't really hold him. That's a pretty good game. Last time we played the Baltimore Ravens, his first carry was 87 yards. So he had more yards in one carry the last time we played them than he had all yesterday. And, they did their job. So I'm going to go ahead and put Matt Milano as my number 3.
Shout out to Mississippi Bills on the house. Shout out to you, family. I gotta go offensive line, man. But I'm going Connor McGovern, man. That big boy, he was playing number 58. I don't even know this guy's name, who was right over the helmet of Connor McGovern, whoever this guy was. Big dude. Humongous. Connor McGovern handled his own against that big man. So he's got to be, and Connor McGovern, I've been saying it all season, MVP of this offensive line. He's been, he's just been playing lights out football, moving guys out of the trap. Like, this dude is a beast. So I got to give him number 2.
All right. And that dude was massive. Like, how did they find a jersey that can fit him? Like, we saw when they did like a close up on him, I'm like, is that the mascot?
Yeah, dude is huge.
How do you get a jersey on him? Like, he literally, all he has to do is fall forward. Like, that's all he has to do is fall forward, and he just stops the hole. So shout out to Connor McGovern, man. I would give the entire offensive line number 2. Every time, there was a tussle, they kept pulling the guys forward. Osiris Torrance and Deion Dawkins, they were blowing the line up. Everybody played well yesterday. Spencer Brown, Connor McGovern, Deion Dawkins, Osiris Torrance.
I feel like he had the toughest assignment. That's a big dude. Yeah. Dude was like 350. He's like 350, but he's like 6 foot. He was short, but huge.
Short and stout.
I saw when he made a tackle on James Cook, just how easily he just like swallowed him up. I was like, oh, I don't want to get hit by him.
He gets the paws on you. It's like a bear. It's like a bear just holding you. It's like you ain't going nowhere. And so shout out to the offensive line and definitely Connor McGovern. You did your job yesterday. Shout out to you, my guy. Number 1 spot, Terrell Bernard. Dude, you won. You won. Peanut Tillman was the blueprint, and you followed Peanut Tillman's tutelage, knocking out the ball. Crucial fumble recovery. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. That's what we didn't have the first time we played the Ravens. I mean, that was one of the biggest plays of the game. Matt, hey, man. Dude, crucial. Got to give Terrell Bernard his play. His flowers today. He definitely had the best game as far as defense.
All right, let's check out some of the fans. Honorable mentions. You mentioned Matt Milano. He was definitely a great spy against him. Sandra mentioned Von Miller. Von Miller definitely had that big scoop up. He was in the backfield a lot yesterday. He was in the backfield a lot, putting heavy pressure on Lamar Jackson. Definitely some honorable mention that could be in the top 5. Jesse also mentioned Ed Oliver, Milano, Bernard, Josh, and he gave number 1 to the O-line. I like that. I like that. You don't win this game without the offensive line. So nice one, Jesse. Okay, then we got Darnell. He says Tyler Bass is 5 with a 51-yarder. Big play Ray. James Cook. Von Miller. With that,
Peanut Punch, man. It's legendary. He studied the book. Shout out to Peanut Tillman, man. Shout out to you if you watch. We know you work for like the CIA or something now. But shout out to you, man. Shout out to Peanut Tillman.
Yeah, that was a real good play, man. So big shout out to Bernard for that, man. Doug says Fitzpatrick.
Oh yeah, he got us live. He got us from the get-go. He came out. He had the microphone. Took his jacket off, and he was ready to go. Like he wanted to go in. Like he was gonna get some play time. You ain't getting no play time, Fitz. Love the beard. Love the beard. Look at the beard.
Fitzy came out with the shirt off in 12-degree weather, man. Big shout out to Fitz, man.
Gotta love
for leading the charge, man. Definitely was a great. But I think honestly, I really loved how Bernard played because you really think about stopping this mammoth of a running back, and him and Milano were locked in.
Yeah,
they were locked in. We said it last week. We said we can't do this 5-2-5 defense.
Can't.
And they did not do it. They did not do it. They did. They listened to the show, Cuzzo.
They do. They listen to the show. We said it. We literally looked on the first play of the game. Me and you looked at each other. Was like, they've been watching the show. They watched the show because we said go to a 4-3. The first play of the game came out in a 4-3. They watched the show.
Yep, they definitely did, and we saw it pay off. We saw it pay off in that first half. So, Hamlin was another one. Hamlin made a lot of plays. Man, we got to give Hamlin, he's the comeback player of the year, man. Like,
oh, man.
Walter Payton comeback player of the year. I mean, he's second in the team in tackles. He's just played lights out, played pretty much every game. You think he missed 1 or 2 games. I mean, this kid has just been not afraid for him not to be afraid to tackle a guy like Derrick Henry when he almost lost his life, like playing football. I mean, big shout out to DeMar Hamlin. He's really,
Like,
Yeah.
this writes itself.
Yeah,
The
this is a
story-
guy who understood. He understands his assignment.
Yeah.
He understands his role on this team. And one thing I love about DeMar is he usually doesn't. He did yesterday. Let the defense get behind him yesterday.
He did.
But he usually does not let the defense get behind him. So
Right.
he's very sound player. He's not the best athlete, not the speediest guy, not the most physical safety, but he will come out and try to tackle you. He will come out and, not let the defense get behind him. He's always in the right positions. So big shout out to DeMar Hamlin this year, man. He's really had a good season.
It was he led the sack that led to the Von Miller fumble recovery. It was like a weird thing where Lamar tried to do too much, and then DeMar Hamlin brought him down. And I don't know if he tried to pick the ball up and throw it. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what happened, but I just saw that ball on the ground. I see Von Miller pick it up, and oh my God, I wanted him to score. That would have just made my night. Like, we could have left right after that happened. That would have just made my night. Like, when he picked that ball up, he was trying his hardest to get to the end zone. I mean, hey man, he not Super Bowl MVP from Super Bowl 50. You know what I mean? Hey, Father Time marches on. I feel like old Von Miller would have got to the end zone. But hey, nice to see a glimpse of that old Von Miller. This Von Miller we got. Nice to see that.
We're gonna need a little glimpse of that these next two games against the Chiefs, man. So and possibly the Super Bowl as well. We got to get past this one first. That'll lead us to our Bills Mafia trivia.
Let's go.
Starts in 3, 2, 1.
All right. So, as you guys well know, I'm a history guy because O'Brien is also a guy who loves sports history. So, we have to do a little trivia. So, please drop these answers down in the chat. Last week we had a good one for them. So, we're gonna come back with another really good one. All right. So, what Buffalo Bill defensive end is ranked third in team history with sacks with 61? All right. So, this guy had 61 and a half sacks. 61 and a half.
Yeah.
And he's third in Bills history. Third in Bills history. All right.
You already know who number 1 is. Bonus points if you know who number 2 is. But who's number 3? Who's number 3? I like how we did the Von Miller thing, the segment. Nice little lead in. Nice little lead into that. Like what you did there. But this guy doesn't get a lot of recognition, but he was definitely a solid player. Doesn't get a lot of recognition, obviously, but once you hear the answer, just throw on your Bills thinking caps. And
let's just give him a -1. The -1 is Bruce Smith. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We already know number
Mr.
1.
Greatest Buffalo Bill of all time.
Yeah,
201 sacks. So who, you can think about who number 2 may be, and then who's number 3. We're looking for number 3. Who's the third? Who had 61 and a half sacks. Drop your answers down below. No Googling. Y'all know how we do. Just give us your best.
Cap. Type it in the chat. See what you
Drop it
got.
down in the chat. What Buffalo Bill is ranked third in sacks? All right, third in sacks. That'll be interesting because we had a lot of good defensive players.
We did.
over
A
the
lot
years.
of guys overlooked.
Yeah, so it's actually interesting that when we think about this, it could be a number of guys. It could be a number of guys. I do want to mention to guys that all right. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said Takeo Spikes. No.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not.
No.
That was a good guess, but it's not him. It's not Takeo Spikes.
All right, Ouija said it. Ouija said Phil Hansen. Phil
Hansen.
61 and
Number
a half
90.
sacks. Yeah,
61 and a half sacks. I mean, dude gets overlooked. Obviously, you're playing opposite of Bruce Smith, and he still hung in there. During the start of the decline, going into the drought. He part of the Brady virus that New England, started on this league. Got a couple sacks on Tom Brady, but yeah, Phil Hansen, number 3, 61 and a half sacks. Shout out to Phil Hansen, man. Shout out to him. Definitely Bills wall of Famer, not Hall of Famer. He's a Wall of Famer. Definitely on the wall in the stadium. So definitely shout out to him.
I like what Frank mentioned. He's talking about the Chiefs. We're going to talk about this in just a moment. He says, obviously, the Chiefs have the biggest advantage in the NFL. We know they have the referees. We know all about it. Byron mentioned Tally. I would have also thought it might have been Cornelius Bennett. I would like to know what Cornelius Bennett is. If you know where Cornelius Bennett is in sacks all time with the Buffalo Bills, please drop it down in the chat how many sacks Cornelius Bennett, the Biscuit, had, because I know he might have been close as well.
Shout out to him. But, yeah.
And Jesse had it in order. Smith.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Aaron Schobel. Remember him?
Yeah, man.
Like I said, another guy that got overlooked. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Aaron Schobel.
Schobel was definitely that dude.
Shout out to him.
All right, cuz we got a lot here what you got to cover, man, because I want to leave some time to talk about this upcoming battle. The Kansas City Chiefs, Josh Allen versus Mahomes, 4 in the playoffs. It's these two quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes has won every time in the playoffs. He won once in the AFC Championship. He won 3 times in the divisional round against the Buffalo Bills, and once in Buffalo. Very, very tough opponent to continue dealing with. And again, as it was mentioned, they always have the refs in their pocket. So how does Buffalo pull out a win against this team?
Well, hey, man, me and you talked about this when you were giving me a ride home yesterday. You already know, and all the Bills fans are aware. I think the entire NFL, I think the whole sports world knows we're going to have to win by 21 to win by 3. This is not going to be an easy game. We beat the Chiefs in the regular season. We've beat them at Arrowhead before in the regular season. They have been the Achilles heel that we just can't get over. They have been preventing us from that Lombardi trophy, and here's another opportunity, another crack at them. But it's just this time, we're hunting them this time. We played them in the AFC Championship before. We were playing with house money. We beat the Ravens in the playoffs. Nobody expected us to do that. It was a COVID year. And we played them in the AFC Championship. And, it started out good. And, we weren't there. We weren't ready yet. We weren't ready to win. We weren't ready to win yet. We were playing with house money. Everything was, we was like, all right, man, nothing to hang your hat on. Great season. And we played them and we lost. Played them again. Obviously, in probably one of the greatest games of all time. The 13 seconds, again, we weren't ready. That was probably one of the greatest games I've ever witnessed. We were unfortunate in that one. Then just last season, our kicker missed. Not left. I'm not going to say the other words. And, Sean McDermott had a couple of calls that didn't go in our favor. It was a pretty even matchup. It was a chess match between him and Andy Reid. They just came out on top. But this is a different team. Everybody eats. It's not keying on one guy. It's not keying on this receiver. It's not keying on this running back. It's Josh Allen and the Avengers. Here we come. We're coming to Arrowhead, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If we're going to go to the Super Bowl, I want to slay this dragon. We got one more dragon we got to slay, then go get that Lombardi trophy. We said it on this team. Go ahead.
I don't think this team is as good if they've been in past years. I watched every game that they played pretty much because I just, like everybody else, we've been waiting for their downfall, and they have just found ways to win. And I felt like every team that they played this year gave them the game somehow, some way. Now, don't get me wrong. Andy Reid, when you have a coach that is a champion, that demands excellence, he just elevates the play of the players because those players know that they could be gone at any moment. So that's a coach that really will get you ready to play because you could be out of here if you can't play. So, that's something that they have to their advantage. But I think Buffalo needs to play Buffalo football. We're going to have to go back to the 5-2-5 defense.
Yeah.
It's got to happen. We have to flood the passing lanes for Mahomes. We have to get after the quarterback. We're going to need the defensive ends to keep him on his heels. We have to tackle him. We have to put him on the ground. And Darnell mentioned it here. We have to collapse the pocket. Darnell, I don't think we need to double Kelsey particularly. I think with Milano being healthy and Bernard being healthy, I think those guys can go stride for stride with Kelsey. Yeah. And then you also will have the help of Teron Johnson if he's healthy enough to come out there. Cam Lewis has really showed me something this season. So I like what I see with those guys going stride for stride with Kelsey. I definitely don't see Kelsey doing what he did to last week to Houston Texans. I don't see that happening to Buffalo. But I do see that this team is not what they have been in prior years. Buffalo handled them earlier in the season. Obviously, this will be in Kansas City, so they'll have the momentum coming into the game. But I say Josh Allen is going to play his best game of the season. The offensive line is playing more confident than ever. The defensive line knows what they have to do to control the line of scrimmage to get to this guy. There's no team in the NFL that knows them better than we know them now.
Yeah.
There's no team in the NFL that knows Andy Reid and his style of play better than Sean McDermott right now. So at the end of the day, use the knowledge that you have, learn from past mistakes. They're going to do some of the exact same things they've done in the past to you. We've got different personnel now. I see Buffalo handling business. I see Buffalo putting up 40 points this game.
Man.
I see Buffalo putting up 40.
Oh, man.
I see Buffalo.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the energy. I love the energy.
Leave your score prediction down in the chat right now. Drop it down in the chat, Bills Mafia.
Why not?
You think it's going to be a close one? I think Buffalo is taking the throne this coming week, and it's going to be a big win. A big win.
I gotta agree with you. Dude, this is it, man. This is it. The story does not end in Kansas City for us. It's not going to be that. I think this is the year we pull it off, and it's a certain reason why I do. It's a certain reason why I do think this is the year we slay this dragon. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go back. Going into the season, y'all heard all the talk. The Bills suck. The Bills are this. They're not gonna be first in their division. We won a division. Well, we're not gonna beat Miami in Miami. We're not going to beat them week 3. We're not going to beat them. Tua's going to have a great game, and we're not going to beat them in Miami. Beat them. Yeah, they played the Ravens. It was cute in Miami, but it's good. Their season's over. It wasn't over. They're not going to beat the Chiefs at home. The Chiefs are going to assert their dominance, and they're going to take back the AFC. Beat them there. There's no way they beat Detroit. They're not going to beat Detroit in Detroit. We're not going to beat them. We're not going to do that. We beat them. It's okay. You're not going to beat the Jets twice this year. We did. We did. It's okay. Hey, man, the Broncos are a hot team. They're young, and they're dangerous. They can go in there. They're not going to beat the Bills. The Bills are going to end that win streak. The Broncos are going to end that win streak. We beat them. There is no way they'll beat the Ravens. The Ravens are going to come into Buffalo. They're going to break everybody's heart. They're going to, they're not going to win. The Ravens are going to win. We beat them. And I think it's just going to be another story leading up. Well, there's no way, you're not going to take off the defending, standing Super Bowl 2-time champions. You're not going to beat them at Arrowhead. Come on. You can't beat them. You got no shot. I think we're going to do it. And I think they know we're going to do it. It's a lot of fear in those eyes of Kansas City. They did not want to play the Bills. They wanted the Ravens. They did not want to play the Bills. The Bills are a freight train. We got one more demon, and this time we're doing the hunting. I would say it's Bills Mafia. Mount up. Bills
Hold up.
Mafia.
And you know Bills Mafia is coming to Kansas City in bunches. Byron says 31-21 Buffalo. That was similar to the earlier game. It was 30-20. Buffalo had. Jesse says 38-24 Buffalo. Darnell says, hey, he with me. He with me on the 40-40 burger. I see Josh Allen always rises his level when it comes to playing Patrick Mahomes. He's going to have a great game. I already know that. That's why I'm saying it's going to be a high scoring point game. McDermott knows these guys. Hey, 40 burger. Cali saying 21 to 31-21 Buffalo. The Chiefs is not the same team. I've been watching them all year. Joey Hatch is with me. Let's go, Joey. Let's go. 41-24. Buffalo does it. I love it. I love it, man. I love the confidence of our Bills Mafia. Wedgie says 35-21 Buffalo. Let's go slay this dragon and become America's hero. Okay. All right. All right.
Yo, now, we have to be accurate. We have to be truthful. We can't lie. We can't lie. There are things that are out of our control. There are things that are going to happen that are going to be outside of our control. If I'm Sean McDermott, I'm going to let the team know, look, play smart. Do not let that get out of your head. It is the NFL, the NFL versus you. America's behind you. The rest of the world is behind you. Everybody wants the Chiefs to lose. Everybody does not want them to go to the Super Bowl again. We don't want it. Nobody wants it. Everybody wants us to slay this virus that was created by the NFL referees. I said it. I don't care. Play smart. Play smart. Do not let that get in your head. You see what happened to the Texans. They got out of hand. The one guy pushed his own coach after he got a penalty. You got to play smart. This game is mental. It's a mental game. You got to play smart. You cannot let that get outside you. Don't let them get inside your character because it's going to snowball. And if it's the playoffs, this is the championship. We want our confetti. We want to hold that trophy up on their field because it was so depressing to watch last time we did this. We want to bring that home. We want to bring home that trophy. We want to meet them at the airport. We want to have a riot. We don't want them to get home till like 4 o'clock in the morning. We don't want to go to work the next day. Okay? Play smart. Play smart.
Please. This has to be the best game. And, if I'm Sean McDermott, I'm walking into that locker room tomorrow because he had today off. I'm walking into that locker room on Tuesday morning and saying, guys, men, this is the most important game of your careers. I'm going to need, and this is what Andy Reid says, I'm stealing this right out of Andy Reid's book. I need our guys, our skilled position players, our best players to be better than their best players. If you see Kelsey make a catch, Kincaid, Knox, y'all better do something. If you see Keon Coleman, you see Xavier Worthy make a catch, you better do something. Like, we need our best players. Khalil Shakir, we need you to be that guy. We need Curtis Samuel. We need you to be that. Everybody that's starting out there, we need everything you got. Everything you got. We need extreme focus. No playing around, no dancing, none of that. We need straight focus this week. You see, when we talked to a few weeks ago, we had Butch Roll on the show.
Hold on. That's your team speech?
That's my team speech. But hold on.
That's awesome.
But hold on.
Sorry. I got to do one. No, I got to do one. Go ahead.
But we had Butch Roll on the show, and he says, as fantastic as that 90s team was, they didn't practice very hard. Yeah. And he said that, he trusted superstars to be superstars. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And that showed why the Bills didn't win a Super Bowl in those years, because they weren't as focused as they should have been. So now what we need is complete lock-in from here on out. We need the best football from these guys. Yeah.
I don't know, because that first Super Bowl, we almost won. We almost won that first one. We all know what happened. We don't have to go into it. And I can't lie. Our superstars, they showed up. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, Kelly played like garbage in the last couple, but I mean, Thurman Thomas was unstoppable. Andre Reed, he didn't play smart. I love you, Andre. I know you're probably watching. He didn't play smart in the Super Bowls. He played well, didn't play smart. It was a mental game, and it got the best of him. It is what it is. So I kind of get it, but you got to trust your superstars too. So I understand. But that was your pregame. That was your team speech. I love it. I love it. So now I have to do one. And Disney, do not sue me. Do not sue us. But I'm going to take a page out of Herb Brooks. If you don't know who Herb Brooks is, he's the coach of the 1980, I believe, USA hockey team that beat Russia. And this kind of fits. This kind of fits the situation here. He said, "Great moments come about with great opportunity," and that's what you have here Sunday. If we played this team 10 times, we probably win 8. We probably win 2 out of 8 if we played them 10 times. Probably win 2 out of 10. Not Sunday though. Their time is over. It's done. They had a great run. Their time is over. This is our time now. And they're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give it to you. You're going to have to walk in the Arrowhead, walk in there, the underdog, and we're just going to have to take it. Go out there and take it.
Yep.
And I'm all for it. Let's go.
Listen, I don't see if the Kansas City Chiefs, who barely got past the Texans, a depleted Texans team.
Yeah.
I don't see, if we're on our best, I see this being a blowout. I see this being a blowout. I mean, just player for player, watching how these teams have played all season. Buffalo's averaging 35 points a game, 30 points a game throughout the season. I'm sorry. If we play to that potential, we're going to put up 40 on their head. So let's go. Let's get it. At this time, this is Buffalo Against the World. Kulu and Cuzzo Brad. Y'all know how we do on the show, man. Thank you guys for your participation. Man, 2 more wins. 2 more wins till y'all seeing me come on the show, bawling my eyes out. I already took off. I requested off my job. I called my job. I said I will not be here. 2 weeks ago, I did this. I said I will not be at work the day after the Super Bowl, and I plan to be celebrating with the Mafia, with the Built in Buffalo platform, with Buffalo Against the World, and with all you fans that'll be flying in from all over the world. The fans that are here in Buffalo, man, we're going to turn up. We're going to have an amazing time. And guess what? We still going to be here at 7 p.m. On the show as well as we win that big Super Bowl. We might be live from the square somewhere, but we will have the show.
We might not have a voice. We might not have a voice. We'll be here.
We almost lost our voice last night, didn't we?
Yo, hey, I had about 2 of these packs for breakfast this morning, had tea. So, yeah, I mean, dude, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I think we win this game. I think this is the year the Dragon gets slayed, and I think they know it too. I think Kansas City knows it too. They know this is a dangerous freight train about to come in the Arrowhead, and they're going to be loud, and they're not going to want to give it up. They want the three-peat. They want the three-peat. They want it.
The NFL wants it. It's time to put that to bed, and I believe Josh Allen is ready to do it. Man, make sure you guys go and download the Buffalo Against the World song. It's at 60,000 streams right now. Go download that ASAP. Stevie Johnson, who's been loyal to the city of Buffalo, and we all waiting for that big time Super Bowl. Also, make sure you go pick up you some Monster Energy drink, the official energy partner of the Built-in Buffalo platform. It's been real, man. Buffalo continues to conquer, and next Monday, hopefully, we're talking about a big dub that's taking us all the way to the pinnacle of the NFL. This is Buffalo Against the World. Kulu and Cuzzo Brad. We'll see you guys.
There will be another night. We will see you next week. Go Bills. Bills Mafia. Mount up, baby.
This is Buffalo Against the World Sports Talk with Kulu and
Cousin Brad.
Bills Mafia. It's our time.
Act like you know, baby.
Act like you know.